What's up, Doomers? Welcome back. This, my friends, is the Ghozer pedal. Will it focus? Yes, it will. Named after my band, Ghozer, because we're fucking massive and influential or something. A friend of ours, he was inspired by the tones that we were recording and also the way he likes to play in drop tunings to make a big muff pedal specifically tailored to low sludge goodness. And so this is now something you can buy from Everybody Hertz. I'll put the link down below in the description. Is it sponsored? Not really. I mean, I think I got a discount on the pedal, but I paid kind of like parts cost. Right? So I still bought this pedal off him. I mean, you could have donated to the channel or something. Me liking custom things, I have a custom Ghozer pedal. This is the one you can buy. This is the colorway you can buy. But of course, I've got my own. It's an inverted colorway. And that's the one I'm going to be demoing to you today because it's on my board. So for this one, I'm going to be using the amp that I use live, which is currently the Electro Harmonix MiG 50 reissue. It's going into a Harley Benton cabinet with 2 vintage 30s in it. So we're still really doing that basement into a vintage 30 thing that I try to keep consistent on the channel. So here's a clean tone from a Tone Rider generator, which is a fucking fantastic pickup. Sustain on this. I won't start with the knobs over there. I'm gonna put the mids down because then we're basically in like a default muff territory. So the basis is apparently a ram's head. I will actually bring in the ram's head reissue in a little bit once we've heard it compared to the Pharaoh. Why not, right? Who's stopping us? So here's the sustain up full because why the fuck wouldn't you? And the tone at noon. Noon? Noon? You know what? Let's switch to the Pharaoh straight off and hear it side by side. So the Pharaoh has a lot of mid push. It's also got a fuckload of noise. The Ghozer pedal, to Lee's credit, he's made it so quiet. Check this out. And I don't really feel like I'm losing gain. It's got a real full low end on it. Fucking hell. The Pharaoh, of course, has a load of mids baked into it, and that's what I was really interested in when looking at the Ghozer pedal and how Lee was designing it. We could tweak that mid-range to suit us, because sometimes stacking up next to something else or, you know, different venues, sounds change. Sometimes the mids were a little too much or not enough with the Pharaoh. Now I can tweak that on the Ghozer pedal. So let's just have a little sweep round of the tone knob and then we'll go into the mid. That's probably not a usable tone for anyone on a big muff, although it is satisfaction, isn't it? Heavy satisfaction. Maybe not. That's one of the positions where you can hear the mid-range is, you know, what it really brings to the signal. So I'm going to bring the mid-range right round now. I think this is still a passive circuit in terms of tone. What the mids is doing is just bringing in what the tone stack has cut out. In fact, I'll show you where I play it. Okay, so that's similar, but still not quite like the Pharaoh. So I'll switch to that. Maybe you should see the Pharaoh a bit more. Let's move it over. There you go. You can see the knobs anyway. So the Pharaoh is very smooth in a certain muffy character kind of way, but when I push the mid-range on the Ghozer pedal, oh God, it's quiet. That's so nice. There's something right in the upper presence that gives my pick attack just a little more, you know, clarity. It's often the complaint about the Pharaoh that it's quite dark. The Ghozer is nowhere near being as bright as it could. So, cleanup, right? Holy fuck. How often am I going to do that? By the way, if you tune to that frequency that's like harmonious with the earth, like 4-3 something else, get the fuck off my channel. This has got a Damasio tone zone. It's quite a mid-rangey pickup again, but lower outputs. Okay, I'll just keep riffing out and forgetting to actually do a demo here because it really sits well with me. I know, I sound like a shill. It's got my band name on it. Let's hear it next to a ram's head and see how far it's actually come. So even with that mids down, compared to a ram's head, it does actually have a bit more of a drier mid-range in there, a bit throatier kind of mid-range. And I do think, I don't know if this will come across on a single SM57 on the cab, but the ram's head is actually a bit flubbier on the bass. So it's a bit tighter. Often I usually go to a blues driver to get a tighter sound, but now, particularly live, I'm much happier just using that for the fatter songs and the tighter songs. It will balance between both of them. Who needed that much distortion in the 70s? Badass. Let's hear it next to an Hizumitaz. So the Hizumitaz has a backwards tone, so do remember that. Fucking hell, that's loud. Oh, so much bass. It always amazes me. This sounds much more like a Green Russian than a ram's head. You just heard it. So it's so scooped. I often hear people talking about the Hizumitaz as the solution to the problem of muffs not coming through in a mix. As much as I love this pedal, I don't think that's going to help. It doesn't come through in a mix. It's got a bit high-end presence, but it's so scooped. So that low end is a lot of fun, but I just do not need it. We have a bass player in our band. Yeah, this is the Ghozer pedal. If you like the sound of that as much as I do, then head over to Everybody Hertz. I will put a link in the description. We're not earning any money off this, which is a bit fucking cheeky if you ask me. It's not on the Ghozer store where you can buy merch. I should be wearing a Ghozer t-shirt or a Ghozer hat, shouldn't I? I mean, if you don't like it, fuck you, Doomers.